Okay guys, we're going to remove this housing of the CV joint. So this is the inner side. So the reason why I'm going to remove the CV joint housing is because there is an oil leak on the oil seal. So when it comes to removing the CV joint housing, the easiest way to remove it, especially if the CV joint is very hard, the housing is very hard to remove, you need to use these tools. You can pinch this portion of the CB joint because this portion, nothing is uh, connected on this portion. On this side and on this side, that is where the bearing of the CB joint is attached. So you don't be careful not to damage the portion. So on this side, this is where you pinch the vice grip. Okay guys, I'm using a sliding hammer to remove this CB joint housing. So this is the setup guys. That is the sliding hammer attached to the vice grip. What is it? Okay guys, I had received the new parts for the oil seal of that CB joint. That is on the transmission side. So this is the new one and this is the old one. So we are going to use the same tools that we use for installing for removing and installing the lower control arm bushing. We will use the same tools to install the bushing, no, the oil seal of the CB joint. So what I did is I choose one of these tools. So it has different type of sizes, and what you can see is like this inside. So this is the old one. See, there is a lip. See here, I choose one particular size which will go into this lip, and at the same time this portion here will sit on this part of the the bushing oil seal. So getting the right size of these tools will push properly the oil seal to the housing of the transmission side. That's where the end of the CB joint shaft is mounted. So remember guys, if you're going to install an oil seal, make sure that your tools will press on this area, on this side, not here, because it will bend this portion, it will deform the oil seal. So it's very important that your tools supposed to be sitting at the edge, this area, at the edge of the oil seal. So once you push it in, it will not damage the oil seal. When I remove this oil seal guys, I use these tools. This is the oil seal remover. I simply pry this oil seal out of the mounting. So all you just need is solid in this area. See this sitting here. Make sure when you use these tools, it will not damage the housing where the oil seal is sitting. Make sure your tools will be sitting in this area. So it's sitting like that, sitting like this. So all you need to do is to pull the handle, so it will pull out the oil seal from the housing. So I had chosen already the perfect size for installing the oil seal. So as you can see, this portion, see this slip here, it go inside here. So this is the perfect size. So these tools can also be used for installing oil seal, not only for removing the bushing and installing the bushing. You can also use for installing the oil seal. So it has multiple use, guys. So this tools really very good. Okay guys, this is how it gonna goes, but I'm going to give you an idea how to install this oil seal. But in the actual installation of the oil seal, I will not be able to show it to you because the camera is blocking the way, so I need the space. So but I will give you an idea. So to install this one, just put it like that, then hit it with the hammer until the oil seal will go inside on that housing. Just make sure before you insert it that it is square. What I mean is square is it's on the proper angle when you install this oil seal. Because if the oil seal is not level to the housing, it will leak. But before installing it, make sure that everything is clean. Clean those area. I'm going to clean that area and put some lubrication on the oil seal. I'm going to use grease. I will apply some grease on the oil seal so it will go smoothly. First, I'm going to clean first this housing. Ano yung tornilyo?
Almost over here. Here. There. This is top range.
Nilalagyan ko tornilyo sa ilalim.
The other one.
Okay guys, I have managed to put 7.5 liters of transmission oil. So this is what I use. This is Penrite. So this is the specific transmission oil for this vehicle, Toyota Kluger. So as you can see, there is a label here in the bottom, Toyota WS, made by Penrite. So Penrite is Australian company. So this is made in Australia. This is the original Toyota oil for this vehicle, Toyota Kluger. As you can see, Toyota ATFWS. So here in this label, it says Toyota WS. So I'm sure that I have the right oil. So I have managed to put 7.5 liters of oil. I use this pump and then I transfer it on the dipstick. So the dipstick is over there. Yeah, this is the dipstick. So I'm going to road test this vehicle, guys, and check whether the repair that I had made is fix the problem. Okay guys, this is the right hand lower control arm bushing. This one has a faulty rubber of the bushing, so I need to replace this one. Same problem with the left hand side, the first one that we made. Same issue, but this one is much worse compared to the other side. So same procedure, guys. To. Okay guys, this engine support, it got two screws on the bottom. We need to remove this one, the bolt, just the bolt, remove the nut. We need to remove the nut so we can jack up the engine. So we will have enough space on this one. There's a bolt there. There's another one like this on the other side. So once we lift the engine, we will have enough space to remove the bolt there. Okay guys, we need to remove the bolt of this one because we need to lift up the engine. So when you remove the bolt and you jack it, you have more space for the engine to come up. Okay guys, I placed my jack on the oil pan or the oil sump, but I put rubber support on the jack to prevent damage on the oil sump. Okay guys, then after jacking up the engine, I pry the engine mounts out of the hole. Yes, that will give me sufficient space to undo the bolt of the lower control arm mounts bracket bolt. We will use this special tools for extracting the bushing and installing the bushing. We're going to use this 3 pieces tools. This is part. This tool is part of this tools, special tools. So we will only need 2 of this cup and this bolt. So before we remove this one, make sure you lubricate it. So guys, this is the old one. See how bad it is? It's totally snapped. It's already cracked. That's the original of Toyota. But this one is made in Australia, aftermarket. I think this one will last long compared to this one, because this one have some kind of space, and only small part of the rubber is carrying the control arm. So this one is more flexible compared to this one, but this one I think will last longer than this one. During installation of the new bushing, make sure you lubricate the housing of the bushing, so the bushing will go smoothly on the housing. Okay guys, this is the new bushing now. It's installed now on the control arm. So I did the same procedure on the left hand side front. Okay guys, you need to pry this one up to give more space so you can uh, insert this one at the back of the engine mounts. So jacking the engine won't really fully bring up the engine because it will hit something on the top. So when the jack had reached the limitation, because the engine might be got damaged if you jack it more, you can use the pry bar to compress the engine mounts. So when jacking up the engine, make sure be aware that there will be something that the engine will hit on the top. So be careful. Just feel or see where is the limitation of the engine when you lift the engine up. Okay guys, during the installation of the lower control arm, don't forget to put this back on the front bracket of the lower control arm, because this is the one supporting the front bushing of the lower control arm to prevent it moving backward and forward. Ito ka mo to. Hindi na. Okay guys, that's how you replace the uh, lower contour arm bushing of Toyota Kluger. So I just want to remind you guys and warn you guys, during the replacement of the lower control arm bushing on the right hand side of the vehicle, just be be careful when jacking up the engine, because you need to place your jack under the oil sump. Make sure that the adapter, the rubber adapter that you are going to use on that area in your jack that you need to put in your jack, this kind of adapter, make sure that you have enough diameter. So the wider the diameter of the adapter, the more the oil sump resistant from becoming deformed. So mine is the diameter of my adapter is 75 millimeter and the thickness is 35 millimeter. But you can buy much wider diameter of this kind of adapter, because I commit mistake buying this adapter. I need much bigger diameter, because the cuts metal of my alligator jack is much bigger than this, so I can have much bigger diameter of rubber. So in the future I'm going to buy much bigger, much wider one. So in my case guys, honestly there's a little bit deformity on the oil sump, but I had checked the internet. There's nothing to worry on my engine, because the engine that I have is 2GR FE, and the pickup pipe of the 2GR FE, the pickup oil of the oil pump, is placed near the transmission side. So I place my jack near the drive pulley, so at the edge of the oil sump. There's a little bit deformity, but nothing to worry. But I suggest for you guys that if you're going to do it by yourself, buy much wider diameter of this adapter of the jack, or as much as possible, if you have wider wood, a block of wood that it can occupy the almost entire oil sump, that must be better. But if you can buy much bigger diameter of this one, much better also, because rubber won't give any damage or scratch in the paint of the oil sump. During the repair of this kind of job, make sure that you always torque all the bolts and nuts, because it's really a nightmare if one of the bolts or screw on the suspension become loose, and also bolts and screw of the brake systems become loose. That will give you a bad disaster accident. So there's some area that you cannot place you cannot use the torque wrench because of the location of the bolts. Just make sure that you torque it as much as strong as you can, as hard as you can. So my advice to you guys, be careful doing this job by yourself if you're just a DIY person, not a real mechanic. But if you are a real mechanic, you are experienced mechanic, you know what to do, especially during the jacking up of the engine side. So when you jack the engine side, make sure when you jack the engine, it won't lift the entire vehicle, just the engine. And be aware also that there are some component on the top that the engine, that it might get damaged during the jacking of the engine. So be careful guys, not to damage anything. So in my case, I'm not worried. This a little bit deformity, that's a little bit, and I checked the internet, nothing is damaged inside the oil sump, because the pickup pipe is not on that area. But check also what type of engine you have, because I had searched that there is one engine that used by Toyota Kluger that you cannot place the jack on the oil sump because the design of the pickup coil is different from 2GRFE. So you can see the design of your the model of your engine on the plate near the door. When you open the door of the vehicle, there is a plate there on the left hand side. So here in Australia, they place the plate on the left hand side of the door. Once you open the passenger door, the plate is located on the door, but on the body side of the vehicle. Okay guys, if you like this video guys and you want to see more video like this guys, please press the subscribe button, please press the like button, please press the notification bell so you will be notified every time I do a video. So if you want to see the part 1 of this video, just press the icon logo of my YouTube channel. Then once you press that one, some of my video will be displayed in your screen, the screen of your iPad, laptop, or your cell phone, or your desktop. Then on the top portion of that page, you can see the word upload video. Just press the upload video word and all the video will be shown in your screen. So you can find the part 1 of this video guys and all the video that I've done on the past. Okay guys, up to here only. See you in the future video. Ciao. Bye bye.